I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Hey folks, welcome back to the program. It's more rugby ascended. First round Currie Cup action for 2025. We didn't get the Griquas game. My provider dropped it, and just as well as a Griquas fan, I would have been crushed. It was 49-28. The Griquas got slaughtered yesterday. Let me make sure we can hear fine, okay? Okay, good. It's playing. Let me get the score up there. We'll be starting here in just a few minutes. I'll get the score up there for you. And we're going to have the Lions at home at Ellis Park in Joburg hosting the Sharks. Let's get to the lineups here. First off, I've got the Lions. Let me get that one here. People still debating about whether the Currie Cup is worthwhile. The world's oldest domestic rugby competition is definitely worthwhile. I don't know why anybody would debate that. All right, folks, here we go. For the Lions at home at Ellis Park today. Now, I've been asked by one of my viewers if I could be more expansive in my coverage. What they meant by that is pick up more stuff away from the ball. I'm hampered by that because usually the camera is tight in on the action. I get what you see on the TV. I'm not like the announcers sitting at the stadium who can see the whole field and don't have to rely solely on the television monitor in front of me. But I'll do my best. There are times I can see players sliding up for a kick or, you know, the offense spreading out wide. I'll do my best. But again, I appreciate the input, and we'll see what we can do. I've done that in the past, but I'll put more of a focus on if it's possible. All right, so let's get to the lineups here, okay, folks? So, for the Lions, at fullback, it's Gianni Lombard. Angelo Davids makes his appearance, betraying the Western Province and the Stormers. Now, on the right wing, Manny Ross and Reinhard Jonker in the center. Robs McQuane on the left wing. Lubabalo Dobela at the fly-half position. Promising young talent. Nico Sten at scrum half. W.J. Steenkamp. Isan Esterhuizen, Jared Cairns, the Darian Landsberg, and Reinhard Reutz. Then in the front row, it's Skuman Fisaki and Morgan Nadia. Off the bench, it's Mornay Brandon, S.J. Kotze, Heiko Pullman, Dylan Splom. Renzo Duplessis showed a lot of promise, but really it doesn't use much last season. Leighton Horn, Cade Volholder, also in over from Western Province in the Stormers, and Kelly Mpeku. So that's the Lions' starting lineup, and off their bench, those locks again, once again, are Darian Landsberg and Reinhard Reutz. For the Sharks, folks, we've got Hakeem Kunene is at the fullback position. Pico Sobale is in the center, along with Little Besta, so Bester's in there. And then we've got also in the center, Yanko Purchase, don't know who that is. A lot of names I haven't heard before here. On the left wing, Kutu Rasevaga, don't know who that is. The fly-half is John Smith. Bradley Davis is scrum half. Nick Hatton is the captain. Giannis Potgieter, Shefelo Ombomboni, Umbanami. And then the locks are Dion Slabbert, Gideon Kuglerberg. And then the front row, Mawande Manda, Bryce Calvert, Patu Ganyani. Off the bench, Willem van Wyk, Dion Bluler, Lee Marvin Masabuko. At least there's a name we know. That's also from province. Kule Mtikulu, Thomas Dyer, Tian Fari, Drico Marks, and Chijundu Okanta. I don't even know most of these players, folks. Don't even know most of them. Dylan November is the referee on the sidelines. Hernes Kotsia, don't know him. And Pumzile Mbweu, don't know him either. The Timo we do know, it's Chengwele Jadzwene. Okay, that's somebody we do know. So a lot of new names. Some of these guys just playing varsity a couple of weeks back, and here they are playing Currie Cup just like that. Things change. The worm turns. Events happen. All right, we're about ready to get started here, folks. About ready to get started. It's time. All right. You will forgive me if I don't know all the players offhand, so I'll talk positions because a lot of new faces out here. Currie Cup. John Smith will get us started here. He is the fly half for the Sharks. Whistle blows, and we're underway at Ellis Park in Johannesburg. Ball goes to the 22, caught there by Darian Landsberg, who, by the way, it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Darian Landsberg. And that lock drives forward. It's them all. They kick up about 2 or 3 meters. A ruck is formed. Jaakko Fisaki's there. Ball's picked out and thrown by the Lions. Kicked down the pitch, taken inside the 10-meter line over there by Rasavaga. Oh, slipped on the turf. That didn't look good. John Smith just fell. Hope he's okay. I think he just slipped. Bradley Davids into the hands of Kugelenberg. Kugelenberg goes forward. So back at the midfield line, lined up in scrum here, as Bradley Davids gets ready to box kick this away from there. He does. Chases on by the Sharks. Going to be down around the 22. That's a good kick. Take it down there on the fly by Rob McQuane. He's tackled. Or was it Dobella? Morgan Nodia he's tackled. Ruck is formed. And Nico Sten digs it out. Here's his box kick from the 22. It took it back, so up around the 10-meter line. Wow, the Sharks came down with it. Well done by the Sharks. That was a lot of traffic there. Bradley Davids comes over. He's going to send it towards the middle. Now they'll start working away. Pato Gagnani, first time I've ever seen him, bounces off one tackle, gets inside the 10-meter line. Ruck is formed. Bradley Davids. Here's the high kick. John Smith on the far side of the pitch for the Sharks. It's going to be around the 22. High ball, and taken out in the air by one of the Sharks players, was a Lion player, but somehow the Lions recover the ball. Interesting. The player could not get to the ball. He was blocked. How is that not a penalty? I don't understand. I don't understand, Dylan November, the official. How is that not a penalty right in front of you? It's taken back, so they have to keep it in play. Nico Sten from the ruck. Lions kick this down the pitch. Sharks retreat. Around midfield, that's going to be taken. And off they go. Rob McQuane gets in from behind. The ball's going to be kicked down inside the 22. It'll go in and touch, but that's not a 50-22. So Bradley Davis puts it deep, and the Lions will face offensive possession deep in their own zone. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. They're playing the Macarena at Ellis Park. Owen Umkumane is one of the announcers, along with Upa Mahoja. That's a good combination. 2 really good announcers there. In Afrikaans, it's Johan Janssen van Rensburg and Werner Swanepoel. Kosa Kayamalota. So, Jaakko Fisaki for the Lions to throw it in the hooker. That one goes straight into Landsberg. He gets ball to Nico Sten. They send it back for the clearance kick, launching it. But that's it. Not the best of kicks. Wow, didn't even get to the 22. That's a very poor kick by Dobella. He's going to regret that one. Could have done so much better with that. Doesn't gain the Lions much space. Difficult to see how large the crowd is because there are actually people in the sun on the far side of the stadium here in wintertime. But on the near side, where the cameras are, we can't see. Line out for the Sharks, successful at the 22. They break away, go down the sideline, and they offload that in the corner. Who's got it? Is it Davids? Yeah, it's Bradley Davids. Here come the Sharks, down to about 7 meters away now. Pressure's building on the Lions. First offensive threat just 3 minutes into the game. Bradley Davids sends that ball over in the hands of Dion Slabbert. Slabbert goes forward. Oh, they break through, but the ball spills out. The Lions have recovered it. And nice kick by Rob McQuane down the pitch. That ball's really going deep back to the 42-meter line. Caught over the shoulder back there by the Sharks. Rasavaga, who comes up. He's passed through the 10-meter line. The defense adjusting. Lions get back on side. Sharks. Bradley Davis kicking that ball. What's he trying to do? I didn't see where it bounced. The lighting's very poor because of the shadows here. Looks like he got success getting inside the 22. Pinning back. That ball just came loose. Oh, there it is. So yesterday's Griquas game, probably just as well I didn't get to watch it. I would have been heartbroken. 49-28. Oof, Puma's rolling. In the competition, apparently just 7 games this season, the Currie Cup. Losing 1 game is a big deal. Line out successful by Fisaki. Now we're coming from the near side, up the middle of the pitch. Lions are driving that front row, pushing hard. Tackle made by Kugelenberg of the Sharks. This ball comes back to Dobella for the Lions. He's going to launch it down the pitch from about his 5-meter line, and it gets all the way back to the other 45-meter line. So Bachley, they come down the sideline. Bradley Davis breaks loose. And he goes in a touch, but I think he bounced it off of Nico Sten before he went in touch. Depends what the officials say. He did a nice job throwing that ball up to hit the Lions player in the chest. We'll see if the Sharks retain possession or not. Let's see. Oh, he did. He did. That should be the Sharks' ball. It should be the Sharks' ball, but it's not. That TMO should intercede. That ball should belong to the Sharks. Jared Cairns driving the players into touch. But that should be that. They've got Rob there. That should be the Sharks' ball. Dobella. Lions nonetheless have the ball. Nico Sten digs it out of a ruck. And there's Dobella. Kicks it down for the Lions. Past midfield again. Booming kick to the 10-meter line. Sobachle comes up with the ball for the Sharks. Little kick over the top. He gives a chase for his own ball. And he gets it. And then he offloads the ball. Beautiful work there. Down the middle of the pitch. Here come the Sharks. Lions under a lot of pressure here. Bradley Davis will dig it out. He does the fake. He's going to kick it. They work it wide to the outside. Nice passing here by the Sharks. Down about 10 meters. Lions scrambling. Bradley Davis digs it out. Kicks it through, but it runs into Jaakko Fisagi. And he picks the ball up. So they turn it over. Bad decision by Bradley Davis there. Turns the ball back over the Lions. And here's the kick by Gianni Lombard, first time we called his name, back around the 38-meter line. Picked up by the Sharks. Hakeem Kunene, that ball's going to bounce through the try zone, come all the way back. Well, that's a big disaster by the Sharks. And the Lions haven't been able to escape their own zone until now, courtesy of the Sharks. Hakeem Kunene's kick right down the middle, bounced straight through the try zone between the posts and out of play. Not a good kick. He had a good kick earlier, but this one's not a good one. So, how you all doing over here? I have a chance to say hello to everybody. Varoshka, what's on? Can I keep your eyes open? Yeah, I missed the rest too. I didn't get much sleep last night either. I didn't go to bed till very late last night. All right, here we go. The first scrum of the game, 7 minutes in. Front row weights, 337 kgs for the Lions, 362 for the Sharks. Locks, 211 to 206. Sharks, or Lions have an advantage there. And loose forwards, 294 apiece. So, set weight is 907 in favor of the Sharks. The thing collapses. You're going to reset it. 7 minutes, 19 seconds into this Currie Cup action here. First round stuff, folks. First round of the Currie Cup for this season. As we said, the first game is already is in the books, I should say. Crouch. Set. Nico Sten puts it in for the Lions. Big push here. No penalty. Nico Sten having a hard time getting his hands on it. He gets it out, does the dummy to the far side, comes to the short side of the pitch. Here come the Lions down the inside, driving forward. Well done there by Angelo Davids, wearing that Lions jersey for the first time. Traitor. Up the middle it comes. Nico Sten. Dobella. And Darian Landsberg offloads that ball nicely done. The Lions now looking pretty special carrying the ball forward. Sharks have to regroup. They go wide outside. Dobella throws it on the wing. Oh, great job. Might have been forward. Down inside the 22 come the Lions. Oh, what a pass. Jonka driving forward there. Reinhard Jonka. At the 22, the Sharks have regathered now. And the Lions driving forward in Hanson Morgan idea. Nico Sten. Dobella, Jonka, Landsberg, Gianni Lombard, excuse me. Steenkamp, nice carry, diving back and forth, switching around. Gets them inside the 22. Nico Sten to Landsberg, over into the hands of Schoonman. There's a penalty advantage for the Lions. They should get something out of this regardless of what happens here. Back of the 22. A little bit. Oh, there's a space for Jaakko Fisagi. On the outside, he's got Rob Aquane. The Lions are going to score. The Lions will score the first try. And Joe Berg's Lions, Fidelity Lions, have drawn first blood. Jared Cairns with the try. Wow. Boy, they just tore them apart on that side over there. Great work. They worked from one side of the pitch all the way across. Wow, Jared Cairns gets a try. Nicely done by the Lions. Good ball distribution there. Puts him out in front. Should be an easy conversion, so I'm just go ahead and put the 7 up here. I don't want to jinx DeBella, but I'm pretty sure he'll make this one. Lucky try. I don't know about that one, Fonz. That was pretty well done. He did a great job moving the ball from one side of the pitch to the other. Here's the kick. Very quiet in the stadium as Lubabalo DeBella kicks it. Oh, and he missed it. He missed it. Okay, well, I feel like an egg. That wasn't very good, so it's actually 5. Wow. Wow. So 5. Missed conversion. I don't know how I missed conversion. That ball was almost scored under the post. All right. 10:45 now in the contest. And the Lions out in front 5-0. John Smith kicks it to the near side into the shadows down here. Up in the air it goes. Landsberg comes down with successfully, drives forward, and he's tackled about a meter forward. Ruck is formed. Nico Sten will be at the back of that for the Lions to dig it out. And the forwards try to go up. Ball gets not much of a gain there. Ruck formed again. Where's Nico Sten? There he is. He was hidden. Brings it out of the back from the 22. He took it back inside, so he's got to keep it in play. That's going to go to about the 10-meter line, and I can't see who hit that. I think it's a knock-on by the Lions, and in fact it is. It'll be a Shark scrum. Let's see what we got going on in the chat over here. Andre Mostard, Fonz, John Greenlees, Tom Poltney, the Crypto Noob, Sandra Yonk, Dylan Combrick, J-Rod, Johan Barnard, Vera, Legion, John Fivaz, Not Happy Camper, Sumantria Rao, Joy Thrawn. Oh, they're playing. Rick Astley, Mark Dahl, Hendo. Hey, what's going on, Hendo? Moderator extraordinaire. Donnie Leasing, Les Sambara, Mark Dahl. Okay, who else? Pierre. Okay, we're ready again for action. It's a scrum. Crouch. Bind. Bradley Davis will put it in for the Sharks. Set. Scrum holding up. Now it's the Sharks getting a little pressure. Collapses. No penalty called. They bring it out of the back. Hatton had it. Over to Davids. Davids gets it wide to John Smith. Out on the wing. Had to wait for it out there. It gave the Lions time to adjust, but the tackle missed. Nice job. Ball carried forward by Rasavaga. He picks up several meters. Sharks now driving inside the 10-meter line on the Lions side of the pitch. Ironically, the ball's been almost the entire time on this side of the field, and the Sharks have yet to score. Lions barely have the ball, and they're up 5-0. Sloppy play here. Bradley Davis digs it out. Nice carry up the middle. A ball pops out. From the ground, the player recovered his own fumble, so it doesn't lead to a turnover. Rasavanga with the carry. The Sharks not really going anywhere here, going sideways. Middle of the pitch now. Oh, counter ruck. Who was that? Wow, what a brilliant job by Reinhard Rutz, who gets that for the Lions back. They kick it down the pitch. It's going to bounce inside the 22 and finally chased down by the Sharks. And Hakeem Kunene kicks it in a touch and gains nothing under pressure. Terrible kick by Hakeem Kunene. Great job by Reinhard Rutz. Oof, man, that was wicked. It's a huge counter ruck. Wow. So the Lions come out very well in that exchange. Mwande Mdanda giving some treatment to his neck on the pitch. Clock is stopped at 13 minutes and 40 seconds as the TV crew looks for crowds in the stand. Lots of empty seats, as there usually are at Ellis Park. Dangerous place to go watch rugby, folks. Dangerous place. There's the Lion walking around with a shark, inflatable shark, dragging him by the mouth. What happened with Fonz? Corey, yeah, not a fan of either of these sides. But it is Currie Cup action. We do bring that action to you. Single-handedly trying to save this. Looks like he's going out of the game. Mwande Donda's out, being replaced by Lee Marvin Mazabuko. Another Western Province guy. Out of 13:56. I think he either injured or he'll have HIA. But 14 minutes in, Lee Marvin Masavuku comes in the game for the Sharks. And my pen is running out of ink on there. I have to find another one here. I don't have another one here. Well, that's not good. Line out by the Lions. Into the air, it's challenged, and the Sharks steal it. Well done. So they recover from that mistake. Here they come to the near side. Ball's kicked down the pitch. The chase is on. Sharks out there in front of it, but it's going to be caught by the Lions at their 22. And Lombard kicks it back down the pitch. That's going to go inside the other 22 in the shadows on the near side. Launched into the air from inside the 22. This one going touch. Big cheer from the crowd. Not sure what that's all about. So it'll be a Lions line out, but not nearly as deep as it was just a few moments ago. Up next, folks, it's Province hosting the Bulls. We'll be covering that. Should be a little more excited about that game. Line out. The Lions have it. They go short. Nico Sten. Darian Landsberg. He throws the ball backwards. It bounces back there and picked up by Reinhard Jonker finally. Jonker's dancing sideways and picking up a crowd of Sharks around him. Nico Sten sends it back in the pocket for Dobella, who just kicks it over the top. Down the middle, it's going to bounce inside the 22. Might stop in front of the goal line. It does. Picked up at the 5-meter line back there. John Smith, the fly half for the Sharks, will kick that ball into touch. And things have slowed down a little bit here the last couple minutes. Two worst teams next. Aha, Fonz. Oh, so sorry for you. You mean your two least favorite teams, I think. Actually, a decent number of people sitting in the sun over trying to stay warm on a winter's day in the southern hemisphere. Boiling hot here. Actually nice right now, 78 here in the U.S. Yako Fasaki throws it in, and Sharks disrupted again. That's twice in a row now. Bradley Davis will kick this through. Ball's going to take a nice bounce, and the Lions player fell down, so it's going to go all the way back inside the 22 as Dobella couldn't keep his feet on the ground. So Johnny Lombard now will clear it from inside the 22. And it goes into touch. So this is becoming a Northern Hemisphere game. Boring, kicking the ball back and forth, no open field play. Nothing exciting going on here. Somebody please tell Johnny Lombard he has a stupid haircut. 16:10 off the clock now at Ellis Park in Johannesburg. We got a player down. Is it Ritz? Grabbing his chest, it looks like. I think Reinhard Ritz got popped in the chest or something. He's down. The clock is stopped at 16:13. Freistadt. I knew that's Charles. It's either Charles or CB jumping here saying Freistadt. Yeah, it is Reinhard Ritz, who made his Currie Cup debut back in 2022. He must have been hitting the solar plexus because he's breathing very hard and trying to take deep breaths there. Somebody's got some kind of event going. I should wear like a mini crown. One of the Lions fans. Oh, there's a mom with all her kids and little girls dancing. Everybody loves to be on camera. I don't get that. I've never understood that. Everybody's got to be a ham. Rutz is going to stay in the game. Looks like he's kind of lumbering, but looks like he's going to stay in the game. Must have taken a heck of a hit there. Here's a line out now for the Sharks from their 47-meter line. Bryce Calvert throws in. The Lions steal this one. Wow. Not one good line out. Last three have been stolen by the opposition. Reinhard Jonker falls at midfield. Releases and takes off. Ball's available. And boy, that's Nico Sten just got rid of that. It's going to bounce inside the 22 and going to touch. That's a 50-22. No? It looked like a 50-22. Oh, he said it was taken back. Okay, I didn't see that. It was a hell of a kick. Shame it's not going back to Lions. Sharks have been inside the Lions. Well, both sides have been inside the 22 4 times now. It's amazing given how little the ball's been down here. But as the Lions have turned it over, it's the Sharks line out from their 19-meter line. On the far side of the pitch, they go up. It's cleared. Bradley Davis. So that's the first line out successful out of 4. 3 bad ones in a row. Here's a clearance kick by John Smith of the Sharks. He looks for touch. He finds it. Let's see what the mark is. Not bad. Out to about the 38-meter line. That'll move the lines back a little bit. 17-27 gone in the first half in a, I must say, boring game thus far, folks. Sorry for that, but I don't perform on the pitch. That's the players that do that. Always funny when they see the camera, people start acting weird. They do, Sandra. They do. Start acting like a bunch of hams. Here's a line out. Jaakko Fisago, as a whistle blows. Sharks being admonished for not staying on their mark. Jaakko Fisago will throw it in. Their last two have been a disaster. This one goes all right. Rhodes comes down with it. They're into a maul, and they're perilously close to that touch line on the far side of the pitch. Call wants to use it. Nico Sten comes over. He digs it out. Sends it to Jonker. Jonker evades 4 tackles. Wow. Marius Jonker's doing some great work here for the Lions early on. Jaakko Fisago drives forward. Counter ruck coming. Oh, pick and go by Nico Sten right down the middle. Yep, and illegitimate tackle. So here we go. An advantage for the Lions. Will they take the points? No, they're kicking to the near side. They want the line out. What's going on? So the Lions are going for points, not for the post. So they want to kick it to the corner and get a line out. They do. That's a long kick. Over into the shadows. Let's see what the mark is. It's a heck of a kick from across the pitch. It's brilliant work by Nico Sten. Oh, yeah. One of the tacklers just came in from the side. He came in from the side entry there. So the Lions kick it deep. Now they need a good line out here. They've got the last one, but the 2 previous ones were a disaster. 20 minutes almost off the clock here from Ellis Park in Johannesburg. Here's a line out. Jaakko Fisago from about 5-meter line. Uncontested. The Lions come down with it. They go into a maul. Reinhard Rhodes is when I had it. Reinhard Rhodes, excuse me. Lions driving now. Surging forward. Are they going to get there? Where's the ball at? No, they're back here. Did they turn it over? The Sharks have stolen it. The Lions turned the ball over inside their 5-meter line. A terrible maul. And now the Sharks have it, and that threat is gone. Easy 3 points on offer. Oh, that should be a turnover. Oh, the first tackler didn't roll away. Nick Hatton stole that ball, but the first tackler never rolled away. Remember. So, tackler not rolling away. Sharks now will kick from deep. Sean Smith from about his 10-meter line. Pick up some territory here. It'll be a line out for the Sharks up around the 10-meter line. 20 minutes, 25 seconds off the clock. Yeah, Kuchlenberg is the one who stole that from that driving ball a few moments ago. Here's the line out for the Sharks just over the 10-meter line. Goes deep and overthrown, and Jaakko Fisago comes away with it for the Lions. Fisago. How about a penalty against the Sharks? Whoa, nicely done by the Lions to get that ball. Dobella, all the way back past midfield. Jonker with it now. As the Lions had to turn nicely done. Switch back the other direction. There's a move through the middle. Breakaway. Here they come, the Lions, down the middle. What a run! What an absolute brilliant piece of running here by the Lions. It's Angelo Davids. Wow, looking like he's a blitzbach again. Little kick to the corner. Who's going to get this? Oh, Rob McQuarrie! And the Lions have scored again. What a try. What an unbelievable try. These people in his stands doing the freaking dance. Unbelievable. Angelo Davids just breaks through about 6 different Sharks to get down the pitch. Oh, my goodness. What a brilliant try by the Lions. A thing of beauty. Absolute thing of beauty here, folks. Here we go again. Nicely done. They dump it off. Angelo Davids avoids 1 tackle. Just slices right through them. Cuts back. 2nd tackle. They finally drag him down. He gets the ball out. It's picked out. And Rob McQuarrie catches it on the fly. Perfectly done on the outside. And the Lions are on the board again. That was a brilliant try. Absolutely brilliant. Wow. Sharks not looking very impressive thus far. They can't get anything on the board. Dobella now for the conversion. Missed that one too. $10-0. It's an incredible try. Angelo Dobbs did all the hard work and gets none of the reward on that. Rob McQuaney gets the try. That's how the game goes, though, folks. Here's the restart. John Smith taken outside the 22 down there by the Lions. Jared Cairns. Well, ball's available. They go back inside the 22. Dobella down, bouncing down around the 20, well, just outside the 22. Picked up by the Sharks. Sean Smith will send it back the other direction. That's going to go down in 22. It'll bounce. It'll stick up there. Picked up by Dobella. He'll launch it from the 21-meter line back the other direction. And it bounces in a touch. Brilliantly done. Just caught the sideline that time. Lubabalo Dobella gets that thing perfectly down. So it'll be a Sharks line out, but they really pushed him back quite a ways. Sharks line up from their 30-meter line, uncontested. They knock it back up in the air, and it winds up being picked up by the Lions. Wow, what a huge mistake by the Sharks. Could be in a lot of trouble here. Oh, nice tackle over in the middle of the pitch there. Ball comes loose, and the Sharks have it. They kick it away. So they escape that one. And Gianni Lombard with the ball back there. He decides to run forward. Goes around one tackler, two tacklers, up the midfield. Places the ball. Nico Sten. Sharks trying to adjust to this. Is it Yonka again with a carry? Nico Sten. Dobella does the dummy. Sends it wider. Yonka kicks it through. But it's picked up over here by John Smith. He unloads the ball to Bradley Davis, but the Lions are right there. And they want it. Lions have it. Monty Ross, wow, first time we call his number. And unfortunately, that's kicked straight into touch. I'm not sure what's going on here. He's arguing with the players. Dylan November. Dobella kicked that straight into touch. That's a huge mistake. 25 minutes off the clock. So big mistake by Dobella kicking that straight into touch. I got a player down. Is it Bester? You get poked in the eye or something. So Mwanda Mdande comes back. It must have been HI assessment, as I said. And Lee Marvin Masabuka goes off the pitch. So yeah, that must have been HIA. So back to the starting lineup here. Water off. Clock is stopped at 25:27. Charlene, what's going on? Not a happy game. Garrett Gillich. Yeah, Pam Golding. Here's the line out from the Sharks. Uncontested at the 10-meter line. Bradley Davis over the middle it goes. And up the middle of the pitch, Yaku Purchase decides to go. They come to the near side. Oh, and they threw it back behind them. So Butler had to clean that mess up. They changed up the number. Sabatla's wearing number 11. Skooma with the carry. There's Bradley Davids. Sean Smith. Sharks trying to break through. And then nice carry here. Brilliantly done by Umbanambe. Umbanambe inside the 22 for the Sharks. They go back the other direction to hands of Gideon Kuglenberg. Bradley Davis from the 22. Hits it off to his hooker. Bryce Calvert, who's tackled. Kick over the top, but that's going to bounce right in front of this. Oh, they got it! I don't know what happened here. Did he get it? I don't know if they scored a try or not. We're going to have to go TMO because I couldn't see the angle here. Ball took a bad kick, and John Lombard couldn't get to it. So, Bester's claiming a try. What are they going to get here? Let's see what Dylan... Can't hear because of the damn music. TMO. Can you guys hear that? Were you able to hear the official? Let me know because... Yeah, I'm not hearing that in the background. What the deal is here with this frickin' channel. Oh, that's not a try. But it was tackled. It could be a yellow card. Junker tackled him in the try zone. That should be a penalty try. Should be a penalty try. Should be a penalty try. .22 kick. Wow. Well, they're not saying he was interfered with. No foul play. Goal line dropout. No try. Yep, so, wow. Bester's a little disappointed there. Oh, yeah, Johnny Lombard didn't try to stop him. Yeah, I think this is the right call because, yeah, Junker was going for the ball. Sharks on the attack now the other way, but they knocked it on. Sharks just can't get it together here. 27 minutes off the clock now. Font says Atieno needs a PK. Bester knocked that ball on. It's a bad pass right on his hip. Scrub to the Lions inside their own territory after that knock on by the Sharks. Clock's still ticking, 27:38. First half action, Currie Cup 2025, folks. 3 handling errors for the Sharks thus far, just 1 for the Lions. Nico Stem will put in. Crouch. Bind. Doesn't look like it's going to be a good scrum. Set. And it collapsed. I thought so. Could see that before it even happened. Going to reset. Somebody's yelling, "Let's go again, lads." I can't tell who that is. Don't recognize the voice. One of the teams. (28-25) now. Crouch. Bind. Set. Lions put it in the pipe. Nico Stennis in the back. He's going to dig it out. And he does. Dobella. Oh, the Lions have got someone out on the wing here. Here they come up the pitch. Monty Ross after the 10-meter line. Still going. Still going. Ross tackled just short of midfield. Ball's available. Nico Sten sets it back towards the middle. Roots. Dobella goes back. Viako Fisaki. Oh, terrible pass. But Rob McQuaney picks up the mess. Gets over midfield. Breaks away. Rob McQuaney. That ball is a forward pass. There's no way that stays. That's a forward pass. Down to the 22. The Lions have it. And they're tackling Nico Sten. Good job releasing that ball by Nico Sten. He was being tackled by the ankle. Roots down to the 22. Lions building pressure. Boy, Nico Sten does a good job getting that ball back. Morgan Aldia offloads up on Rabakwane. Dobella looking for somebody. They go wide back the opposite side. Esterhuizen with his first carry. Slabbert tackles him for the Sharks. Goes through the middle. Landsberg. Here come the Lions down the middle. Beautiful play here by Skuman. Did the Sharks steal that ball? Not releasing it. Oh, all that great work by the Lions, and they don't release the ball. Bester over top that. He poaches the ball. Pinches that thing. 30 minutes now off the clock. That was exciting for a moment. Boy, the Lions have had some very good moments of play here, but that was a bad mistake not releasing the ball. Nick Hatton talking to the official. And the clock has stopped. Got a player down for the Sharks. It looks like it right now, Conrad. Ulrich Fencher says the Sharks are warming up. No, the problem, Lana, is my software. It's not playing the sound. I don't understand why. I did this before. Maybe they found a way to block the sound. That could be the problem. But I know a way to figure out if it's that. I got a way to do this. I could just play some music and see if that plays. Line out to, let me just play this real quick. Sharks have it. Now, if this comes over, can you hear this music? Can you hear that song? No, okay, so there's something wrong with the software. Yeah, I don't understand what it is. Yeah, there's something wrong with software. It works on the other side, but won't work on this one. I don't know what that's all about. It's showing me it's playing music, so yeah, I'm just going to delete that and try it again. It's a real problem because if you don't have the audio, I can't let you hear what the officials are saying, which is a really nice addition to the game. Oh, come on. So I've just deleted that. Let's see what happened here. All right, so 32 minutes. That was an offside. It's a penalty against the Sharks for being offside. Chasing the ball down. So Fisagi, if the Lions kick it down the 5-meter line with a penalty kick, here they go. Going to try to get a rolling maul. It's successful. They get it in play. And Jaakko Fisaki at the back of that maul, but it's going nowhere. Now they're surging. Now they go. Lions are driving forward. Close to the touchline. Slows down. And Nico Sten is going to dig it out. Sten sends it over the middle. An advantage there for being offside. So the Lions are playing an advantage. Over the middle it goes. Nothing going on there. Sharks defense holding stiff. They try to run it through. Landsberg inside the 5-meter line. Still playing an advantage here. Dummy move there. Down to 1 meter by Nico Sten. And they come back for the penalty. 13 offside. Okay, let me see if I can't get this to come back up now. So I need audio capture.
They want to get reward from the maul. If they don't get it, they go around same side, forcing the Sharks to create penalties.
I got to figure out what I'm doing here.
And that's how they can keep their opponent pinned right there.
Okay, let's see if that works.
Mistakes, and then hopefully get away with some points.
Okay, you got that now, don't you? There you go. Okay, you got that now, don't you? Okay, cool. Finally fixed it. Okay, good. Bind. Set. Nico Sten puts it in from 5 meters away. Sten deciding what to do. Goes to the near side. He's got it on the outside. Johnny Lovebird. Oh! That should be a knock-on. Was that intentional? It hit a Sharks player. I think we're going to go to the booth for a yellow card here, folks. That could be a penalty try. Should be a penalty try.
Yes, Talon.
So on-field decision is penalty, yellow penalty, deliberate knockdown.
Yep.
I just want to check if there was a Bravo Tower being stopped from being scored by the player.
Yeah, it was a try stop. Should be a penalty try. Yeah, wow, that's the yellow card coming there. Deliberate knock on. So let's see it. He's got Angelo Davids all by himself, no defender. Oh yeah, that's a try stop. That's got to be a penalty try, and that's going to be a yellow card. That's a penalty try. There's no question about it. Angelo Davids is all by himself. There's no defender over there. It's got to be a penalty try. Here we go.
You can clearly see that number 11 Sharks is the last defender.
That's correct. Number 11 Sharks. So I'm going on through the season. His penalty try, yellow card against 11 because there was the last defender. Correct?
That's correct.
Number 11. So there's a clear line break. You stop the try from being scored, and that's a...
Wow. So, Sharks are going to have a player. Penalty try. Oof. Sabatle gets the card. He's had a good first half. Shame it goes out this way. Yep, so penalty try. That takes the score out to 17. Restart. Lions have the ball. Kicked into touch by Nico Sten. Oh, Sharks not looking good at all here, folks. Not looking good at all here. Most boring in a long time, says Peter Trotsky. It is a little boring, but we have been doing test matches. It's a lot more exciting than that. National side, big name players. Sharks line out now. Bryce Calvert throw it in. When successful, they come down with it. Nick Hatton sends it to Davids. Inside the 10-meter line. Sharks trying to get anything going here with less than 5 minutes left in the first half. Tackle on Hakeem Kanene out there. Bradley Davids goes down the sideline. He's got help on the outside. Is it Bester? Inside the 22. Nice work by the Sharks for a change. And Kanene is tackled there. Nicely done by Jaco Fisaki. Mdanda now breaks free of a tackle. Bounce off another tackle. And a player's down, hurt his knee. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Oh, that is not good. Esteheisen's grabbing his knee. Clock will stop at 36:25, and he's writhing in pain. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Looks like an ACL. Yeah, yes, Owen and Kubani. Hopefully not this serious. It looks very serious, unfortunately. Let's see what happens here. But yeah, that's that. Look, he snapped the ACL. He's grabbing the back of his knee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It leg got pinned under. It's an awkward angle. Got pinned under there. Yeah, he's done for the day. There's no way he comes back. Hopefully it's not serious though. Hopefully just hyperextended. But that's not good. They're gonna have to get a cart for him. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's a very awkward. As he went down, that leg snapped back under like this, like a chicken wing, and twisted those muscles. Ugh. They'll stretch, but they only go so far. Peterson up in the booth, looking a little concerned. Yeah, his game is over. There's no way. Yeah, there's the cart. That's the end of his season, I'm sure. Are they trying to immobilize that leg? And it looks like Renzo Duplessis is coming in. Yeah, Renzo Duplessis. Oh, that's a shame. Isan Esterhuizen will go out of the game now. Yeah, they're trying to immobilize that leg. Unfortunately, I think it's an ACL tear. Of course, jumping for the cameras as soon as they see the camera looking at him. People kill me. Good to see people in the game, though, enjoying their Saturday. They see themselves in camera like, oh, this little girl. It's hilarious. Takes away from the serious injury we have on the field here. Esterhuizen, that leg snap back under. These people dancing, having a blast. Oh, my goodness. So at the top of the log for now are the Pumas, all by themselves. I haven't updated this online. Yeah, some people don't want to be on camera. Not too many. People hiding. Little kids hiding with a hoodie on. It's fun watching this crowd. Fun bunch of people here. This is, like I said, very serious injury, folks. We wish him the best there. Isan Esterhuizen was just getting into the game there. Had one carry, and that was moved in for the attack on him. Donda, the guy's a freight train, just ran right over him, and that leg snapped back. He just got himself in an awkward position, and as he went down, the knee snapped, and he folded back under, right under his bum. And you could see it. He reached for it as he went down. It's not good. They're saying it's his ankle. It looked to me more like he grabbed the back of his thigh. That leg has been immobilized now. They're playing Little Queen at Ellis Park. Long break in the action here, folks. Long break in the action. They've rolled him onto the stretcher. Oh, my goodness. You don't wish that on anybody, folks. Those are tough injuries. Very tough injuries. Our anatomy is very, very fragile in some respects. Yeah, it looks like he's suffering a lot there, Sandra, unfortunately. Hopefully it's all right, but I don't. The problem with rugby is they don't give you updates on these players, so we won't hear what the status is. It's unfortunate. Long delay to get to halftime. This is going to interfere with the next game, most likely. And we will break from this if we have to get to that Province Bulls game. Not going to miss that. Sabatla with that yellow card a few moments ago. Angelo Dav was very disappointing because he had to try. Winds up being a penalty try. Okay, now I can finally see that other side of the stadium, the west side. Not a lot of people at all at the stadium, folks. A few thousand. It's unfortunate. But I understand. It's a dangerous place, dangerous neighborhood. Usually I leave my my vehicle, Melrose Arch, and take the bus transport in. Of course, Melrose Arch on the other side of town, a safe neighborhood, relatively speaking. And they finally have him on a stretcher now and loading him up on the cart. It's not good. All right, he's on the stretcher now, on the cart. Nico Stent comes over to give him encouragement there, but that's a wicked injury, folks. All right, so Renzo Duplessis comes in, a very capable replacement. I think a player he should be starting anyway. Very exciting player. Probably one of the most exciting players on the pitch right now, Renzo Duplessis. Crowd applauding as he comes off the pitch on the cart. All right, now we're ready to restart finally. So Dobello will kick it from about his 10-meter line. Looking for touch, he finds it. I don't recall what the deal was. Was there a penalty? Must have been a penalty, so it's going to be, the Lions line up. Matthew Dixon says the Bulls are going to thrash Western Province. Matthew is drinking Chibuku again. It's not healthy, man. You shouldn't drink that stuff. You know, it's fermented, vile stuff. Fasaki goes deep. It's challenged, but they come away with it. Nico Sten, Dobella. Renzo Duplessis just gets in the game. Carries already. Dobella kicks it down the middle of the pitch. Going to bounce inside of 22. Keep going. Will it go inside the try zone? It will. And will it go out? Oh, it won't go out. They wanted to go out. It goes like this close to the back of the try line. So Angelo Davis comes down, so it'll be a goal line kick. Sharks almost had a scrum down there, but instead they'll kick from the goal line. Sharks players get back on side. About 2 minutes left in this first half. 6 minutes, 16 seconds left on Sopate's yellow card, which led to a penalty try. Lions should be leading 21-0 at this stage, but they missed 2 conversions. Here's the kick from the goal line. It'll go out to about the 48-meter line, taken there by the Lions. Inside the 10-meter line, Renzo Duplessis picks up about 16 meters. Ball's available. Did it come loose? The Sharks have got it. They stole it. I don't know how they got that ball. Hard to see. Nick Hatton comes over. Bradley Davids. So the Sharks got it back. And John Smith kicks it down the middle of the pitch. Fielded back here by the Lions. Dobella with the ball now. He comes wide. And it's Monty Ross, the ancient wonder himself, carrying, gets around the first couple of tacklers. Finally tackled. Monty Ross over into the middle. They go backwards. And they got Fasaki goes wide on the outside. Here come the Lions over midfield. Down the sideline. Rob McQuarrie is on the loose. Rob McQuarrie is going to score a try for the Lions. A brace of tries for Rob McQuarrie, who turns on the afterburners, looking like a jet fighter out there. Just took off. Man, the blazing speed down the sideline by Rob McQuarrie. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant by the Lions. Wow. And the Sharks are guppies again. The Pilchards are getting slaughtered in the first half. Wow, this is a killer at the end. They really stretched the Sharks out, and there was no defender over there. One guy left, and Rob McQuarrie goes unmolested all the way to the try zone for a brace of tries. My goodness. Man, oh man. Pilchards are on display today, getting spanked again. Rob McQuarrie with his second try of the game, a brace of tries for the winger. So Dobello with a tough angle here now. He's missed 2. That one he got. That one he got. 24, and that's halftime. There goes the Hooter. Wow. It is a slaughter, folks. These Sharks are not even in this game. I'm not sure what they're going to do at halftime. Not sure what they're going to do at halftime. They got to do something. Why does everybody keep saying sorry, Fonz? So that's not going to end it because they have to get the possession back. So I suspect the Lions are just kicking in a touch from here when they get the ball. But the Sharks go short. They go right into touch. So that's going to be it. Now you're going to have to come for the scrum. Players try to lead, but they got to have a scrum now. John Smith kicked that ball straight into touch. Going to have to come back to midfield for a scrum. Then the Lions, if they win it, they'll probably, unless there's some like really opportunity to break on the wing. So 41 minutes now. They're really, really trying to ruin my Province and Bulls game by running this thing late. Excuse me. Crouch. Bind. Set. Nico Stem will put it in. And will they kick it into touch? No, they're going to do something with it. They go the other way. Johnny Lombard. He's got help on the outside. Dobella. Ball was knocked by the Sharks. The Lions have it. That's halftime there. Nothing doing. Wow. Finally we go to halftime. 42 minutes off the clock. 24-0. Brace of tries for Rob McQuaney, and the Lions looking in form now. Took a little while to get going, but they look like they're in form now. 4 tries in the first half. Wow. Got the bonus point already. $24-0. Wow. 24-0. Ooh, man, what a first half. And we will hope that the injury to Esterhuizen is not serious. His son Esterhuizen looked pretty tough when he went down. Wow, folks, that's, man, oh man, oh man. Halftime. Let's put the halftime marker up. And since it's halftime, we'll go ahead and share this with you folks. All right? This is Springbok Glory. Please enjoy this for a couple minutes. We'll be back for a conversation in just a moment.
Under the southern sun, the green and gold shine bright. On the field of honor, they battle with all their might. From the scrums to the tries, they always find their way. Springboks rising higher day after day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true. Better than the rest in every test they pursue. From the dusty fields to the world stage they've roared. Legends carved in history, their spirit soared. In the hearts of a nation, they ignite the flame. Every tackle, every try, echoing their name. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true. Better than the rest in every test they pursue. Country like a chain. From the whistles blow to the final play, they prove their greatness every single day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true. Better than the rest in every test they pursue.
The greatest rugby nation, better than the rest in all they pursue. Springbok Glory, folks. Welcome back. Halftime at Ellis Park in Joburg. And it's a whitewash so far. The Sharks getting absolutely pummeled, slaughtered. Nothing good there for them. So let me just go ahead and take a look at the halftime stats here. We've got some figures 3 handling errors by the Sharks, 1 for the Lions. That's pretty good. 9 turnovers by the Lions, surprising it's that high. 8 by the Sharks, 5 penalties by the Sharks, 2 from the Lions. Tackles made, 58 by the Sharks, just 38 by the Lions. Tackles missed. This is a telling statistic. 19 tackles missed by the Sharks. Lineouts, 5 of 8 and 8 of 10. Slop, that means 5 of the 18 lineouts were lost. And the Lions have won all 4 of their scrums. The Sharks have won the 1 scrum they've had. So there's your halftime stats, folks. Not looking so pretty. At the top of the log for the moment is the Pumas. 1 win from 1 game played, 49 points, 4-28 against. The bonus point on tries, and they're at 5 points on top of the log, seeing how the rest of the weekend goes. Exciting stuff here for the Pumas. They started off in Elsport with a big victory yesterday on the Friday to get the Currie Cup underway this season. Okay. All right, what do we got going on here? Bulls will be to top of the log by 7 p.m., says Conrad. Well, I can't talk any smack, but I am going to make a province song. Going to make a province. Yeah, going to do that when I get a chance. The Springback Glory song, absolutely love that. It's a fantastic song. Put that one together a few weeks back, and really good stuff. The greatest rugby nation, better than the rest in every test they pursue. Springboks just win, win, win. That's just a great song. The Webb Ellis Cup. Standing tall and full of pride. Well, Ellis Park in Joburg. Built in a time when things were very different socioeconomically. Yeah, going to build, but doing a Bull song would be sacrilege. Steve Hofmeyer might be mad at me if I do a Bull song. Yeah, Alan says, I can see it. It seems my Sharks are cacas. Yeah, Corey, that's coming up. Sharks facing the sun. That'll be much better. Okay, Fonz. That's what the problem was. The sun was in their eyes. Okay. The problem with that is that they're running from north to south, so I don't know how the sun would be in their eyes. The game runs from north to south, so I'm not sure how the sun could have been in their eyes. Just saying. Oh, my goodness. Damn, the barber cut my beard a little too high. Now I got hair growing here. Damn it. It pisses me off. Anyway, you can still see the tracks on the field where the golf cart came out to roll him off. You can see it in the grass and embedded in out there. So, yep, halftime at Ellis Park. Man, oh man. Not looking good for the... but the problem here now is already after 10 o'clock, folks. This game ending on time is going to be a challenge. So like I said, we won't stay for the end. We will go to the province game if necessary. Excuses. I don't think he really meant this excuse because the sun is in your eyes. They're running from north to south. The sun goes from east to west, so the sun isn't in anybody's eyes. Yeah, Steve Hofmar collaboration with me for Blue Bull song. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, the beard may look good, but the trim, so here's where the cut line is. She did it again. She went up here and cut. And I don't freaking want monkey hair on the top of my face. I never had that before. So, but she just does it. It's like the barbers that come up and they start cutting hair. Stop cutting the fine hairs on people's ears, folks. It comes back dark. It's gross. With power. Oh, my goodness, Brian. Is it load shedding? We've got the load shedding song, so we play that. We can play a little more music here in the background for you guys just to keep people entertained here. We can play Afrikaner Stark. There we go. Let's do that. Okay, I tend to make sure I don't miss the start of the game now. All right, so I think I got it sorted, and let's go see if we can play Afrikaner Stark. I'm not hearing anything again. What the hell's with this website? Strange. What the hell is going on here? That's a couple days in a row that website has acted like that. There we go.
Van die Kaap af het ons gekom, ooswaarts getrek, oorheersende gesag ontsnap, ander zijn nuutste stam geword. Afrika is sterk. Want Zuid-Afrika zijn nuutste stam geword. Afrika is sterk.
Afrikaner Stack here on Rugby Ascendant, folks. Thanks for tuning in. A little halftime entertainment there for us. Hope you enjoyed that. They're about ready to get started for the second half, finally. Okay, let's take off that halftime marker. And we still got a yellow card there on Sabachle, who went out when that penalty try after the intentional knock-on. The Lions are on the pitch. Don't know where the Sharks are. Probably getting a tongue lashing. Home side's been out on the pitch now for a couple of minutes. Kids in front of the cameras once again acting silly.
They're like, hey, what are you doing, you know? Which was the case in those
We're waiting here.
What are you doing? Have you got dance moves like that? Oops.
Those are not very impressive moves, my friend.
Yeah, great.
Finally, the Sharks
defense,
making their way out on the pitch for the
And
second
the
half
stands.
after we hear Afrikaner Sterk.
No.
All right. Anybody but the Bulls. There you go. There come the Sharks finally trotting their way back out rather slow. Les Sanabria says, I'm aboard. Right, Nick Hatton, the captain. Finally, the Sharks make their way out. It's 10 after now, taking their sweet time to get out there. And it looks like the sun's disappeared. No bright sunshine now. The people on the east side of the stadium no longer basking in the sunlight in wintertime here. The Lions will start us off kicking his ball to the Sharks to get us underway. Well, everybody left. They didn't like the Afrikaner Sterk. What's going on with that? All right, ready for the second half here as Dobella will get us started for the Lions. Kicks the ball. Everybody was in front of the kick that time. That could have been offsides from the get-go. They didn't call it. Down inside of 22, taken by the Sharks. They're going to have to get something, dig deep, pull their socks up big time here. Bradley Davis trying to dig that ball out. Call to use it. Davids has it at the back. He'll launch it over the top. And it's going to find touch. It'll be a Lions line out on the Sharks side of the pitch. You know, the first 20 minutes of this game, the ball was almost entirely on the Lions side of the pitch as the Sharks were on offense and got no points. Now the Lions are out with 4 tries. They got a bonus point already. 1:35 left on the yellow card to Sabache. Jakob Fisaki with the line out. Jared Cairns goes over to give him some instructions. Toss. Successful. Nico Stand. Dobella. Marius. Oh, man. Renzo Duplessis with a huge carry. He picks up about 15 meters. And now a penalty for not rolling away on the Sharks. We're going to come back for a penalty. That was a penalty there for not rolling away. So the Lions can add 3 points if they want, or they're going to go for the corner. Go for the juggler. They're going to go for the post. Going to go for the post. Boy, Renzo Duplessis, proving what a stud he is, man. Picks up about 15 meters there with 3 guys on his back. Conrad talking a lot of smack about the Bulls. Lubabalo Dobella lines it up. He's made just one of his 3 kicks. The announcer goes, shh, over the microphone to calm the crowd down. Pretty straight on, 42 minutes here. Easy 3 points on offer. Let's see if Dobella can convert it. 20 seconds left on the clock. He doesn't keep us waiting. Straight through the post. And it's 27-0. Things are looking worse for the Sharks. All right, here we go. Lions will get it right back. Here's the restart. John Smith kicks it straight into touch. Another mistake by the Sharks. Wow, he kicks it straight into touch. Going to come back to midfield. Yellow card has expired. .43 minutes off the clock now. A scrum to the Lions in midfield. Sharks just really look like crap. J.P. Peterson up in the booth. They must be pulling his hair out, except he's bald, so he can't be doing that. Crouch. Bind. Set. Ball goes in the pipe in the middle of the pitch. Comes right out of the back. Nico Sten has his hands on it. And he's just going to run with himself. Then he offloads the ball. He's got on the outside Rob McQuaney with the ball. Cuts inside the 22. Tackled down there. Ball's available. Nico Sten over the middle. Charging up is Darian Landsberg down to about 10 meters. Nico Sten. Here come the Lions roaring. They go wide on the outside. And Johnny Lombard taken down by Bester. Nice tackle there by Bester. Jaakko Fisaki. Now they're back outside the 10-meter line. And Rutz with a carry. Ball pops out. And the Sharks have it. Something went right for them for a change. Bradley Davids kicks it down the pitch. It's going to bounce inside the 10-meter line. Picked up by Rob McQuaney on the near side. He'll come up, offload the ball on the outside. Steenkamp with a carry. Nick Hatt with a nice tackle from behind. Monty Ross. They go wide on the other side. Here they come, Yonka. Oh, there's a premature hit, but the ball's still alive. Tackling the player without the ball. So a penalty here. So what are they going to do? Sabatley getting ready to come back in here for the Sharks. Yellow card. Oh, as soon as they clear one yellow card, they get another. 44-50 now. Wow. John Smith. Wow. 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 So back to yellow card for the Sharks. Can't live with success. Man, oh man. Whew. So they just got Sabatley back, and now they lose their playmaker in the fly half. Jaakko Fisaki with the line out. He goes deep, and they've got it to Landsberg. Landsberg gets it back. Lions. Nico Sten. Landsberg with a carry now. Nico Sten. Oh, Steenkamp up the middle. Nico Sten goes the opposite direction. Dobello kicks it. He gets buried. Oh, it took a bad bounce and went backwards. Rob McQuaney, or it was Angelo Davids went behind him. So will it be a Sharks line out? Angelo Davids was in the spot, but the ball bounced behind him. He's not a tall dude. The Blitzbach. Let's see this from the other angle here. It's a nice kick, but it went the wrong way. Just tough bounce. All right, so here we go. Sharks line out now. Bryce Calvert to throw it in for the Sharks from the far side of the pitch. Bradley Davids now with the ball. Slobert with the carry now. Ball's available. Big pile of bodies out there in this ruck. Lions players trying to extricate themselves. Kicked down the pitch by Bradley Davids. There's a line out now. Guess a lot of people just left because it was such a bad first half. We've never recovered back to 100. Fisaki from the 10-meter line of the Sharks. Unchallenged. They come away with it. Oh, boy. Nico Sten had a hard time getting that. He winds up picking up about 10 meters. Everybody just stands around. Ball's available. Inside the 10-meter line. Oh, come on, man. That's essentially playing the 9, what just happened. They pushed a player back into the scrum half. Landsberg, he unloads the ball. Nico Sten all the way back to midfield. Gave up 10 meters there. Ball's available. Cairns offloads that ball. Skuman. Some blood coming off his leg there. Call to use it. Nico Sten. Well, Sten falls down when he launches that ball. It's going to go around the 22. Taken down there by Besser. Didn't call for the mark. Could have. Throws it up in the air. Sloppy play there. Kenny Kunene now. Not Kenny Kunene. Hakeem Kunene. I fell in that trap. Kenny Kunene from the Patriotic Alliance. Busy out there on the pitch. No. Hakeem Kunene. Ball's available. David's being told to use it. 48 minutes off the clock now. Kick down the pitch. Taken by the Lions, about the 30-meter line. They bring it across the middle. Johnny Lombard. And here on the outside, Rob McQuaney again. Monty Ross comes over to help out. Ball's available. From the 10-meter line. Oh, Landsberg driving through the middle. Ball's available again. Picked up by Morning Idea. To Dobella, to Fisaki. Fisaki dancing, runs right into 3 Sharks players. The Lions can afford to kill clock here. Not that it's a bit early to do it, but, there's no rush for them. They're up 27-0. Ball taken by Hakeem Kunene, tackled on the near side of the field, right by the touchline. Sharks trying to get something going here. They dig it out. Bradley David sends it over to Nick Hatton. Hatton is tackled, loses about 2 meters on that play. Davids comes over to the ruck. Ball's available, being told to use it. Counter ruck coming now from Renzo Duplessis. Davids kicks it over the top. That ball's going to go down around the 35-meter line. Taken over there by Lombard. Lombard gets it to Dobella. Dobella's got Angelo Davids on the far side. Davids looking for some space, and off he goes. He unloads that ball on the outside to Yonka. Yonka's got it. Here come the Lions down the sideline. They're still going. Here come the Lions inside the 22. Back to Angelo Davids. Try. Oh, what a team try for the Lions. They are smoking the Pilchards today. What a disaster for Durban. What an embarrassing performance. What an incredible try by the Lions. Wow. Angelo Davids is not to be denied today. He got his try. Should have been a brace of tries for him, but a penalty try. He got a little wry smile on his face, the former Blitzbach. He looks gassed. Must be out of shape. He always was in shape with the Blitzbach. This is brilliant. Davids did it all himself. Dobella sends it to Davids. Davids avoids one tackle. Then he gets it back to Yonka. Then it goes to the outside. And he's got 2 players dotting him down. It goes back to Angelo Davids. Oh, baby. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant. Dobella now lines it up for the conversion. Woof. That's incredible. That's good. 34. Man, oh man. Great work. The Lions with another try. "30 minutes left in the game. Oh, to say the Sharks look bad, it would be an understatement. Bradley Davids kicks it down the middle. And another change for the Sharks. Mazabuko's back in. Sharks get that on the restart. Dyer in for Kuglenberg. Sharks with the ball over the middle of the pitch. Bradley Davids goes wide. Nick Hatton, the team captain. Lions, if they want a shutout, they need to keep it together here. Dion Bluler's come in for the Sharks. When did he come in? Potgita. Yanku purchased with the ball now. Sharks trying to get anything going here. Potgita with a carry. Nice tackle there Fisaki's out of the game. Mornay Brandon is in now. Didn't see that substitution. Lots of substitution taking place out there. Mazabuko, Lee Marvin Mazabuko. Sharks trying to get anything going here. And that's Willem van Dijk. He also came in the game. Boy, substitution coming left to right, never mentioned by the announcers. Entire front row replaced now. And that's Thomas Dyer with the carry. They go outside. And it's Sabatle who's near that touchline. How is he not in touch? Hakeem Kunene tackled. Bradley Davis. A lot of phases here, folks. A dozen phases so far. Lions get over that ball, but they can't quite get their hands on it. Renzo Duplessis. And they got a Sharks player down. It looks like a cramp over there for Kunene. 13 phases now. Purchase. Jakub Purchase. He's trying to drive forward. Ball stripped out. And the Lions have it. But a knock on. Wow. So stripped by the Lions, but they knock it on. Renzo Duplessis had a major impact since he came out on the pitch. Only thing that makes me feel better is a Bulls loss, says the Fonz. Yeah. Yeah, we got syrupy, sappy candy pilchers on display today. Got a scrum here for the Sharks. 8 meters away from the try line. They haven't sniffed a try all day. Clock's still running. Massive substitutions coming in a few moments ago. The entire front line replaced for the Sharks. And for the Lions, the Jaco Fisaki goes out. Mornay Brandon comes in to replace him. Lorenzo Duplessis has been in the game for some time. I didn't see any other replacements for the Lions. Crouch. Bind. Set. They're going to reset it. And the yellow card is expired. But he's not back in. We'll go ahead and put this up and see when he comes in. All right, we'll take the yellow card off. I've had my Sharks flag all morning, and I haven't been able to wave it. So they haven't even sniffed a try. Fonz is sniffing his socks. That's not good. Bind. Set. Oh, big surge from the Lions. They win a penalty. Wow, the Sharks blow their chance to score a try. That's just ugly, folks. That's just ugly. Boy, what a huge surge from the Lions. That's the best scrum of the game we've seen all day. My goodness. That was impressive. So the Lions get a chance to clear their lines now. Dobella kicks it down the pitch, keeping that big goose egg going as the Pilchards can't get it across the line. Boy, they were just abused in that scrum. Man. They just blew them apart, man. It looked like balsa wood being split. 56 minutes now. By the way, tonight, folks, Sharks replace their scrum half. Tian Free comes in. I have a Shania. Sharks replace Marks, too. So Don Smith is out. So a new pair there. And a penalty against the Sharks for not rolling away. Renzo Duplessis down on the ground. Another mistake. So they replaced their fly half and their scrum half. I'm going to Shania Twain tonight, folks. Woohoo! Shania Twain. Feel like a woman. Yeah. Yes, there's no gazelle, no warthog, nothing like that for the Lions today. The Lions are feasting on seafood, eating raw pilchard. 9 penalties against the Sharks, just 2 against the Lions. That's incredible discipline by the Lions today. Yes, Lana, I got free ticket to go to Shania Twain Hershey Park tonight. Yoo-hoo! I got a few errands to run today, so I'm going to go do that this afternoon, but I'll go out tonight. Yeah, tomorrow morning I'm flying, so I've got a lot of stuff to do today. A lot of stuff. Yep. Here's the line out. Pops loose. Then it goes back, and somehow the Lions hold on to it. Nico Sten. Ooh, nice tackle there. Bradley Marv Matsubuko. And Dobella cuts back. Drags him down inside the 22. Nice cutback. Nico Sten. Oh, he threw that away. Picked up deep back there by, is it Ertz? Steenkamp. So they go wide. And on our wing, there he is. Cairns on the outside. Fights for a tackle inside the 22. Jared Cairns still going. Now pushed into touch. Should have just stayed down. Got up and got shoved into touch, Jared Cairns. 58 minutes. Coming down the last 20 minutes of the game. The news broadcast. It depends, Loretta. It depends. Depends on what I can get done. I've got the other game at 11. It goes to 1. So maybe at 2 I might do it. I can use that hour to take care of a lot of the stuff. Mbanambi's out for the Sharks. And Mtonkure comes in. All right. Sharks lineup. Willem van Wijk throws it in. They come down with it. New scrum half, Tian Fourie offloads that ball. Sharks with the ball deep in their own territory now. Tian Fourie will dig it out. The replacement scrum half. Sends it back to replacement fly half, which is Drico Marks. So he gets a good clearance kick, Marks does. Well done. It'll be a Lions line out. It's a good exit kick. All right. Mornay Brandon throws it deep, and the Lions come down with it. Well done. There goes Jared Cairns again. Ball's available. Mornay Sten to Landsberg. Darian Landsberg fighting off tackles. He's driving forward. Dobello. Oh, no. Johnny Lombard kicked it, and the Sharks came up with it. Oh, the Sharks are going to get a try out of this broken field play. It looks like all the way down to about 5 meters. Johnny Lombard with a bad decision kicked that ball, and the Sharks threw it away. Nobody on the wing. They threw it away. Oh, my goodness. Wow, Tian Fourie threw that ball away. Wow, Sharks had a chance there on a broken play. Johnny Lombard tried to kick that up around midfield, kicked it right into a Shark, and the Sharks wind up with the ball. And then they turn it over. The announcer saying much better from the Shark. They look a lot better in the second half. They don't look better. They've given up 10 points. We got a Lions player down. Is that Renzo Duplessis? I can't see. Looks like got a cramp here. The clock is stopped at 60 minutes and 24 seconds. Is one of the Lions players gets treatment? No, it's not Duplessis. It's actually Reinhard Rutz. Got 2 substitutions. Get ready to come in for the Lions here. Dylan Splom and Heiko Pohlmann look like they're getting ready to come in. Rutz is stretching a calf. I think he needs to come out. Is Splom coming in? Yeah, looks like he's limping a little bit there. So I think he's coming off. Splom will come in for Reinhard Rutz. I think he's on debut here. All right, so substitution made for the Lions now. They'll have a line out from their 10-meter line. Clock is restarted. It's tipped up in the air, and the Sharks come way up and then knock it into touch as Tian Fourie is tackled into touch. And Lions take the quick ball, and we're underway, but we're steering the camera in the wrong place. There we go. Finally kick down the pitch. Taken back at about the 48-meter line. Here come the Sharks now. Hakeem Kunene down to about 27 meters. Tian Fourie will dig it out. Whoa. Thomas Dyer, he's tackled easily there. Tian Fourie goes wide outside, and it's dropped. Bester dropped the ball again. That's his third knock on of the game, if I'm not mistaken. One of them wasn't his fault, but the two of them clearly his fault. Shark candy floss. Yep. Bester keeps taking his eyes off the ball. 4 handling errors by the Sharks. I think 3 of them are his. Certainly 2 of them are his. We got another player down. More cramps here. Who's this now? God, the guy's got a big barrel chest. Who is that? It's Schoolbot. Schoolbot's being sent off. Heiko Polman comes in the game. Heiko Polman comes in the game. All right. Franco Smith up in the stands. Glasgow head coach, South African down here watching this game. It's his son. John Smith is his son. Okay. All right. Didn't realize it was Franco Smith's son. Okay. And another substitution for the Lions. Makwani is out. Kelly Mpeku comes in. Well, this game has not been all exciting. 18 minutes left. Keep your body weight, he tells the Sharks. Going to reset the scrum. 62 minutes off the clock. Yeah, the Sharks are sucking badly here, folks. 6 crouch. Bind. Set. Big push from the Lions again. They win another penalty. Nico Sten gets it. Threw it behind Angelo Davis is slightly too fast. But a penalty there, so they'll kick it down the pitch for some territory. Sharks scrum is blowing up ever since the front rows were changed. The Lions looking pretty good here. They've gotten stronger as the game has gone on. I'm getting an advert. I'm getting a Gatorade advert, which is dominating my screen. I can't see the play now. Watching Caitlin Clark score. It's a line out for the Lions. And successful. Now I'm getting a Nike or a Converse commercial. Lions driving up the middle. Here they come. But they lose the ball. No, they still got it. Wow, what is this bullshit? Get rid of these ads. I can't see the game very clearly, you turds. Monty Ross tackled. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is BS. I'm going to complain to Flow Sports. Wow. So I lost a 30 seconds, minute of ads there, interfering with my game coverage. 34-0. Why are you guys worried about fonts? What's going on here? Yeah, Shania used to be married to some South African. Yep. Line out, knocked backwards, and then it's chased down by Nico Sten. Dobella now. He kicks it down the pitch. Ball is going to go down inside the 22. Taken down there by Bester. Or is it Kanene? Ball goes back, going to bounce about the 30-meter line. Picked up by Gianni Lombard. Goes to Dobella. Dobella kicks it. It's knocked down by the Sharks. Oh, no, we're in trouble here. Potgieter down to about 10 meters. Nice carry there. Another sloppy decision on a kick by the Lions. They're going to give up that shutout here. It's twice now they put themselves in jeopardy needlessly. Tian Faree back into the hands of Dyer. Dyer's had a lot of ball carry since he came in for the Sharks. Sharks now go wide on the outside, all the way to the far corner. So Botley, he offloads it to Bester. Bester, and it just gets kind of broken up there. Sharks have to regroup. Dion Bluler now. He's tackled. Sharks inside the 22. Tackle missed there. Bester. He picks up a few meters. Tian Faree looking for somebody. Nice offload there, but the Lions were waiting for it as Darian Landsberg makes a big tackle. They go out and out, nearly breaking through. Here come the Lions. Bester, he offloads it down to just 2 meters, driving towards touch. 1 meter out. Sharks are knocking on the door for the first time in this game. Half a meter now. Stop short. Oh, yeah, come on. That's got to be a turnover. He's got it. Yes, and the Lions steal the ball at the goal line. And who else is it but Renzo Duplessis? Renzo Duplessis, impact player extraordinaire, gets over top of that play and pinches the ball. Not releasing the ball half a meter from the try line, and the Sharks are denied again. Thank you, Elandiskoy, for becoming a subscriber. Appreciate that. Man, oh man, oh man. The Sharks cannot get it done. Here's the kick down the pitch, and the Lions escape again. Renzo Duplessis got to his feet, stayed, good hands on it, won't let go of it, got both hands on it. Wow. Brilliant stuff. Renzo Duplessis, what a player. Remember watching him come up, I said, this guy's going to be a star. I don't know why he didn't get more time last year. It really irritated me. Renzo Duplessis. All right, so the Lions escape again. Cade Volholder comes in for Dobella now for the Lions. And there goes Renzo Duplessis. Ooh, he's met rudely by the Sharks and tossed back. Whoa. Leighton Horn came in the game, so Nico Sten and Dobella are out. Placed by 21 and 22. Cade Volholder, former Province player. A lot of Province players in this Lions side. Sharks with the ball. Pick and go. Tackle made. Sharks. Oh, big hit there. Is that Nick Hatton? Nick Hatton with the ball. He goes outside to Bester. The ball's kicked down the pitch. Is anybody there? Somebody better get there. Lions are chasing it down. Cade Volholder screwed the pooch. Oh, my gosh. And Bester gets Sabatle gets a try. Wow. 12 minutes left in the game, and the Sharks get a cheap try. Wow. Sabatle with the try. Just garbage time there. Unbelievable. They had the ball, and two players. Wow. Two Lions players screwed us up. How disappointing that is to have a shutout the whole game, just to have somebody screw it up like that. Bester had a nice kick down the pitch, and Cade Volholder gives chase. And then out of nowhere, Johnny Lombard screwed that up. Johnny Lombard came over and interfered with that play. Wow. And then Gianni Lombard screwed the pooch on that one. Wow. Stupid play. So the conversion is no good. "69 minutes, they finally get on the board. Wow. Lions get it back on a restart. Steenkamp back into the center. Jonka. Leighton Horn. He's got Cade Volholder. He gets taken out pretty easy. Back to Horn. He's tackled. Gets some support from the Lions. Need a scrum half get over there. Cade Volholder has to come over and play scrum half. Nine minutes and 40 seconds remaining in this game. Jonka. Cade Volholder getting a lot of work out here. Just coming to game at the 10-meter line. Ball's available. Come out wide. Steenkamp, he's got Angelo Davids on the outside all by himself. He throws it back in the middle. It's going to be another try. Jonker. The Lions have scored again. Hear them roar. My goodness. Woo. Jonker with another try. Reinhard Jonker. Reinhard Jonker with another try for the Lions. Nice dive, too, by the way. Artistic. Angelo Davids could have tried to do that himself, but he passed it back to his teammate. Well done. So Cade Volholder with a conversion attempt. He's running out of time. He's got 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And he hits the post because he had to rush it. The official had the courtesy to come over and tell him he was running out of time. Well, that was stupid. I don't know what was taking so long there. So 39, they don't get the conversion. Cade Volholder missing that kick. Wow. 8 minutes left. Clock is stopped. I'm not sure why the clock is stopped. Remember, we'll leave this game if it doesn't finish on time for the Bulls game. Bester gets it on the restart. If the Lions don't secure the ball. And a penalty for not releasing. And it's Jared Kurtz who pinches it this time. Poaching the ball. Once again, the Lions. Here's the kick. Hey, Candace. All right, down to 7 minutes remaining. Jaakko Visagi will throw this in. Line out for the Lions at midfield. Got it. Cade Volholder offloads that ball. Oh, here's a break up the middle. Here come the Lions again. And Tian Leighton Horn with a try. And the Lions have scored again. Ho-ho! The route is on. Man, oh man. Monty Ross with a big smile on his face. My goodness. My goodness. Ooh. Heiko Pullman just plowing through the middle there. Leighton Horn. Aish is right, man. They're getting abused here. Heiko Pullman just... And that kick is good from Volholder, makes it 46. Wow. Incredible stuff. Lions just pouring it on here. Heiko Pullman. Wow. Big smile, Leighton Horn's face. Here's the restart down to 22. And this time Renzo Duplessis makes a little bit of a mistake. What's the call? Knock on. Lions, go, go, go. Lawrence game is about to start. Not yet. There's no Stormers game. It's Province. That game starts at 11 o'clock. I got another 12 minutes before that game starts. Oh, boy. Scrub to the Sharks. This one's all but over. Less than 5 minutes left. The knock on by Renzo Duplessis, his only mistake of the game since coming off the bench. And a wicked injury there for Isan Esterhuizen. Hopefully he's okay. He was carted off earlier. So actually, I suppose I got to wave this one time. I never did. Let's see if the show. Oh, man, the Lions blow up the scrum again. They come away with it. And ball pops loose. Monty Ross has got it. Lions get the ball on the knock-on. Horn is complaining, and he gets a penalty for not rolling away, finally. Wow. Down in the last 4 minutes of the game, penalty on Drico Marks for not releasing the tackle. Can't beat a Natal Curry or Bunny Chow and beer on a sunny day by the seaside, says JM. There's the kick. All right. All right, Lions with the line out here. Zaku Fisagi's still out there. Staying in the whole game. Yaku Fisagi now from about 35 meters. Line out for the Lions. They go deep. They got it. Over the top it goes. Oh, Gianni Lombard can't quite reach it. Angelo Davids kicks up the mess. Avoids one tackle, two tackles. Tackled inside the 10-meter line finally. Davids had a heck of a game, but not releasing a penalty called against him. Yep, and the Sharks win a penalty there. The Lions coaching booth looks pretty sedate given how well they're playing. J.P. Peterson up in the booth, looking a little disappointed by Sharks players. Down to the final 2 minutes plus. Tough, short 7-game season. Losing a game is huge. Clock is still ticking now. Yeah, 20 lineouts for the Lions, 11 for the Sharks. Lineout is successful for the Sharks outside the 22. They go back. Charging forward comes Nick Hatton. They go wide on the outside. And Willem van Wijk carries it forward. He's tackled. They try to go on the short side. But tackles there. And nicely over the top. Is it Landsberg? Lost his feet. Had to let go of the ball. So just inside the 22 as Tion Free picks it up. Sharks trying to get something more. A little respect here with just a minute and a half remaining in the game. Ball squirts along the turf. Tackle there by the Lions at the 22. Players come out wide here. There's Bester now. And he runs into Renzo Duplessis, who is not letting go of him. But he's still not to the ground. Ooh, I could have gotten hurt there, but he managed to go down. Ball's available outside the 22. Tion Free goes the opposite direction. Tackle made over there by Splom. They're going to go wide now, the Sharks. Have they got something outside here? No. Stopped at the 22. Offload. Jakub Petrus now goes inside the 22. He's tackled. Mazabuko is tackled. Ball comes loose on this side. And there's Onkonta who's in the game. Onkonta. And Cade Volholder comes down with the ball. It was tipped in the air. Wow. When did he come in the game? Chijunda Okonto came in the game for somebody. Do the Sharks retain possession? I can't tell who's got the ball here. 45 seconds left on the clock. Looks like they're playing advantage. Sharks are playing an advantage right now. Call to use it. No, the Lions have the ball, so mistake. And Johnny Lombard, who made that stupid mistake that cost a try. And that's going to give the Lions a chance to finish this thing up here. 79-35, folks. Looks like it's going to finish on time despite the delays, so we can watch the Stormers and Bulls game coming up. Stormers. Now you got me saying it. Province game coming up here in a few minutes. The hooter went off.
Of the Carling Currie Cup. Defending champ.
So that's the hooter. So all the Lions have to do is put it in play and kick it into touch. But it's not their ball. It's the Sharks ball from the 10-meter line. And it's tipped by the Lions. They've got it. Horn has got it. He's tackled. He places the ball. Ball's available. Renzo Duplessis, they're not done. Marnie Ross on the opposite side. And they kick it forward. Chase is on. It's going to bounce down inside the 22. Picked up back there by the Sharks. And driven in a touch. No. Sharks tackled inside their own 22. We're past the hooter. I guess the Lions wanted more points. All they had to do is put it in touch. A chance to get players injured here. Stupid decision. Game should be over. I don't agree with this decision here. Yaku Fisaki picks the ball up. The Lions need to put this ball in a touch and stop this stupidity. What are they doing? Somebody's going to get injured here. Game should be over. Pick and go. Renzo Duplessis down at 22. Monty Ross. Jonker gets hit hard. Steenkamp trapples. There's Cade Volholder on the outside. He kicks it. Darian Landsberg, the chase is on. Will Landsberg get there? Oh, that's kicked into touch. Oh, wow. What a finish to the game. The Sharks kick it out of the try zone. Darian Landsberg was going to dot it down. So close. Wow. That's the end of the game, folks. All I do is win, win, win is playing in the stadium. Cade Volholder, nice kick, and Landsberg gave chase, and he almost had it. Would have been awesome to see, but Bester kicks away, and that's going to be the end of the game. So next up, folks, in 5 minutes is going to be the Bulls. Is it over? They're still at a pitch. It should be the end of the game. Yep, that's the game. All right. Final from Ellis Park, 46-5. So I didn't set this up. Let me go ahead and get this set up right now real quickly before we go. So my man of the match is the guy who came off the bench, and that is Renzo Duplessis. He was incredible. Absolutely incredible. So you'll be redirected to the other game after this, folks, if you'd like to go to that. I appreciate you joining me there. That's the one that matters. All right, so we'll be there in just a moment. All right, final score from Ellis Park, 46-5. Thanks for tuning in. Lots of tries from the Lions. Look real impressive. The Pilchers looking pretty sad. See you in just a few moments, folks, on that side. Cheers.